Hello class, this is Miss Boykin again. Today we're going to be doing another reading lesson. So today we're going to learn about how we can gather information from books. So sometimes you read a book for fun or because you want to learn something. So today we're going to do just that. Sometimes you want to know about something but you don't really know where to start and you don't know anything about that thing. So you pick up a book. Why not? So today, we're going to be reading about a type of bird called a condor. Now, for me, I don't really know much about the condor bird, but I know what birds are in general. I know that they have feathers. I know that some of them fly. They usually live in nests. And what's the other thing about birds I know? I know that all birds have wings. So now that I know what I know already, and I've made note of what I know, let's see what we can learn about this particular bird. Today I'm using Reading A to Z, and they have lots of free books based on level on their website. So you can go and read books there about anything you want, nonfiction and fiction. Today we're reading nonfiction. Okay, so condors, giant birds. The title even gives me a clue right there. So these are birds that are particularly bigger than our normal bird. Okay, cool. Let's keep reading. This book is written by Vivian Harding. And the focus question is, what makes the condor an unusual bird? Well, let's find out. Sometimes when you're reading a book, especially a nonfiction book, it'll have a table of contents. And just like how we did with the last lesson that I taught you, on PebbleGo, they had different sections of the encyclopedia where it would say, this section's all on this topic. This is the same exact thing, it's just called a table of contents. So you don't always have to read the book from beginning to end all the way through. You can just pick and choose where you want to go if you already have questions generated. Today, I don't really know what we're talking about, so let's just read ahead normally and see what we come up with. I already have one question though. If they're bigger than normal birds, how big are they? Like, how much bigger are they than normal birds are? That's my first question. A very big bird. Condors are huge birds. One wing can be almost as long as a bicycle. And then it says, the Andean condor has a height of up to 4 feet, a wingspan of up to 10.5 feet, and a weight of up to 33 pounds. And the California condor has a height of up to 4.6 feet, so a little bit longer, a wingspan of up to 9.7 feet, and a weight of up to 25 pounds. If you don't know what 4 feet means, a normal human, adult human, would be about 6 feet. I'm about 5 feet, so I'm a little taller than all of you. That means that the bird's probably about your size, which is crazy. Okay, next page. Condor homes. These big birds like wide open spaces. They need lots of room to land. So sometimes when you have a nonfiction book, they'll use things like maps or charts or graphs to help you understand something better. So for example, this one has a map on it, and now I'm looking at the map and it makes a lot more sense why I've never heard of this bird and I've never seen it at all. Because I live in Virginia, and this bird is only native to South America and California, which two places that I have never visited or never been before. So I have never would have seen them ever. So that's good to know. Alright, let's move on to the next page. Condors fly high to look for food. They can fly for a long time. I wonder what they eat for food. Let's put that as our next question. What do condors eat? There's a little caption with the picture as well. Sometimes on nonfiction books they have a picture with a little sentence or two underneath it or on top of it, like this one, that explains the picture. Condors can fly about as high as 10 tall skyscrapers stacked on top of each other. That's really tall. Let's go on to the next page. Condors live in high places. They dry their wings in the sun after bathing. They make nests on rocky cliffs and in trees. And it looks like there's another set of captions for both of these pictures, so let's go ahead and read those too. We still want to find an answer to our question of what do condors eat, so we haven't answered that yet. Let's see if it says anything about that in the captions. Condors spend hours taking care of their feathers. And the other caption says, condors begin to hunt for food when they are about 2 years old. Can you imagine hunting for your own food when you're only 2 years old? I couldn't do it. That's for sure. Alright, let's go on to the next page. See what else. We still need an answer to our question because that page didn't answer our question. Time to clean up. Condors can eat all kinds of dead animals. They may eat a small rabbit or a big rail. Wow, I think that one might answer our question of what condors eat. They eat dead animals, like a small rabbit or a big whale. So they eat animals, dead animals, big or small. That's an answer to our question. Yay, let's keep moving. Next page. Condors can eat dead animals without getting sick. And there's 2 captions on these pictures, so let's go ahead and read those as well. The very first picture at the top says condors often share their meals. And the other one does. The other one says, this California condor is about to eat a whale that has washed up on the beach. Oh no! That is a big whale. What makes a condor a bird? Well, good question, I'm sure. A condor's bill is strong and sharp. A condor's wings can reach as wide as 10.5 feet, or 3.2 meters. A condor has feathers on its head, but on its body, but not its head. A condor has strong legs and wide talons. So this is what we would call a diagram because it has a picture with arrows pointing to specific parts of it and they're only speaking about those parts. So if we had a question about what a condor looks like, this would be a great page to go to. Let's look at the bottom piece. All birds have a backbone, have feathers, have wings, have a bill, lay eggs, and are warm-blooded. Those are all things that birds have. That's what makes a bird a bird. Very good to know. My question is, what does it mean to be warm-blooded? I know what feathers are. I know that birds have wings. There's an arrow pointing to this bird's bill, so I know what a bill is. I know that they lay eggs, because I love to eat chicken. But I don't know what warm-blooded means. How can we find that out? Let's keep reading and see if that answers our next, and if that question gets answered. Okay, from the neck up, some condors have white feathers around their neck. Others are all black. Condors do not have feathers on their heads. There's a caption for this photo as well. Male Andean condors have extra skin on their heads. This is called a comb. That's interesting. Kind of looks like a comb. Or an elephant ear. Let's go to the next page. Condor heads can change colors. The color shows how the condors are feeling. Wow, don't you wish you could do that? Do you know any other animals that also change color? Think about it for a minute. Yes. I was thinking a chameleon. Chameleons change colors. Okay, so a caption on this photo. Condors have no feathers on their heads. This helps them stay cleaner when they eat. It's almost like how we don't have hair in front of our mouths so that we can still eat without getting spaghetti sauce all over our hair. That'd be really inconvenient. Let's go to the next page. We still have to answer our question of what does it mean to be warm-blooded? We still haven't found an answer to that yet. Let's keep looking. Condors grow up. Mother condors lay one egg every 2 years. Both parents take care of the egg. The baby condor comes out of the egg after 2 months. 6 months later, it starts to fly. Condors can live almost as long as a person. Interesting. And we have captions for the photos above. Top left, an Andean mother takes care of her egg in a cave. Top right, a baby condor waits for its parents to bring it food. Bottom right, male and female condors feed their chicks. It's cool. Still nothing about warm-blooded. Let's go to the next page. Let's see. There are very few condors today. People watch condors to keep them safe. If you look at this picture, there's a little number on the bird's wing. That's called a tag. And there's a caption that explains what that tag is. So let's read that. Scientists have tagged this condor. The tag helps people keep track of the condor. So they have a tag on the 50th condor that they're keeping track of. We still haven't answered our question of what does it mean to be warm-blooded. I wonder if it'll be in this book or not. This is the last page of our book. Big wings in the sky. Condors are special birds. They are some of the largest flying birds in the world. And the caption for the photo says, condors are good flyers. They can fly for a long time without flapping their wings. So if you ever see a bird like in your neighborhood and it flaps its wings like a lot at once, this bird can fly for a long time without flapping its wings as much, which is really interesting. Well, that was the end of our book, but we never answered our question. So what do we do now? We have to answer all of our questions in order to complete research correctly, right? Right. Sometimes the answers to all of your questions aren't in a single book. Sometimes you need to go to another book to find the answer to your question. So, in this case, I would go to find a different book about condors or a different book about warm-blooded animals and see what that means. Or I can go to my dictionary and look up the definition. These are all different ways that you can research your questions. We'll get more into those later in the year, I'm sure. So thank you all for joining me. You guys did a great job. Thanks for sticking around with me, and I'll see you all later. Have a good day. Bye.